The reason why white shirts are really prominent in the suit wearing business is the fact that they offer a nice contrast between the fabric, which is the white cotton material, and whichever dark suit you would put on, so that it acts as a layer and a canvas on which you can put on a tie.
I'll be back.
Hi everybody, my name is Mwenes Musalia. As always, you know me. I'm a curator of fine places and spaces, and today I'm in one of my favorite places to be in the whole world, and that, of course, is in a high-end menswear shop. Today we're in Soin Arcade in Westlands, Nairobi, where Fine Urban Interiors has kitted out this amazing space called Bossman, and I'm here to experience not just the fit out, but also maybe see if I can pick out one or two items for myself as we go along. One of the things that I notice straight away when I come in here is the amount of light in this space. Now, I don't know what it looked like before, but all I know is that once you walk in, you're greeted with this beautiful warm glow of cool light that kind of hits you, and you can't help but notice that, yeah, the result is based on the fact that there's some beautiful, huge chandeliers right at the entrance. And that is also helped by the fact that there's light cascading at different areas of this space. So there's light upon light upon light. And it helps that the color scheme really contributes to the lighting. What am I talking about? The tiling. The tiling of this place is exquisite. Nice, cool white marble with a hint of silver and gray. Really adds the light aspect to the space and makes it feel that much bigger. So it's not just about the light and it's not just about the color scheme, guys, but this beautiful mirror effect that arches all the way to the ceiling. And the good thing about this space that I love is that there's such a feeling of air and space. And this mirror just creates that much more depth and makes the space that much more bigger. And as you know, because you are in a menswear shop, it's not just about the depth and space that the mirror adds, but also functionality. If I'm going to put on something, I want to see what I look like. So this mirror is both functional and useful in terms of adding to the space as well. And that's not the only mirror that you find, guys. There are mirrors all over the space. You know, it's not that we're promoting vanity, but guys especially, you need mirrors. I know many guys who I work with from an image consulting perspective who don't own a mirror. So when you come here, at least you know that you're safe. There are enough mirrors to go around and you can check yourself out to ensure that when you walk in, you walk out transformed. And you might think that these mirrors, by virtue of the fact that they're quite narrow, are not enough to be able to give you the full view of yourself. But the more you stand next to it, you actually realize that you can actually get quite a bit of visual from this tiny little space, which again, I thought couldn't work, but you know, it actually does. So I can see my entire body in this very narrow mirror, and that is something that I quite like. And like I said, guys, these mirrors are placed strategically in between the compartments. I like the fact that everything is nicely laid out, it's clean. You've got your shirts here, nice, you can pick them out. You've got pants, jeans, your khaki pants, and everything feels like it has a nice, stable flow. So, while mirrors are a big part of the shop fit out, one thing that I love is the fact that there's a lot of space and there's no clutter, because most of the time you'll find that storage is a big issue, and that places to put extra stock or boxes or things like that, whether it's accessories and whatever it is that you'd find in a men's shop, there's not enough storage, and you'd find that there's too much stuff lying everywhere, but not in this case, because what has happened here is there's a lot of nice functional storage for extra stock within the layout of the shop, as well as some of these centerpieces that you find right here, because these actually contain functional storage built in, which is quite a great thing when you consider that storage is always a premium whenever you're looking at these kinds of stores. So storage there, and the stairway is not wasted as well, because we've got storage all the way running through the stairs as well, just to add to that effect. So you've got a nice aesthetic compromise between look, feel, form, and function. Another aspect that I quite enjoy about this feature and this layout is you've got a rotating shoe rack. Guys, it's under the stairs. I mean, you know, this is one of those things that you can almost ignore if you're standing outside, but when you start browsing and you start looking for the shoe area, as you can see, that side is nicely segmented. Those are the clothes, and when you come to this side, you've got shoes, and this shoe rack is one of those things that is quite ingenious. You've got space and capacity for 28 shoes right here. You've got space and capacity for 28 shoes, which is amazing. Lots of space, lots of nice, beautiful marble. And again, guys, when you come here, let's say, for example, you have your son, or you've got someone, or you've come with a friend and you want to, you know, hang out and relax a little bit. The experience that you have from the resting areas in this space is very, very nice. You've got your nice customized seating area, an oval shaped seating area to work with the space. So it's not just like bringing a couch into a space and having a couch for the sake of having a couch. It's actually building this centerpiece, as you can see, customized perfectly for this area, to have the suede couch built specifically for this. And like I said, if you have a friend and you want to, you know, shop while they hang out, you can always play some PlayStation, because which guy does not want to enjoy a little bit of gaming? I mean, you know, it's quite possible for me to be here the whole day, because I do enjoy a good game, but I need us to continue this tour. So beautiful customized couch, customized seating, warm fireplace, especially now that it is June, July here in Nairobi. It's quite cool. The weather is nice and cool. So this functional fireplace is very, very useful. You've got the marble finishing, which we found right at the reception area. And this is what I love, guys. The fact that I can, you know, if I'm tired of sitting there, I can actually spend quite a bit of time in this store, you know? For those of you who are in the sales and retail business, you know that one of the main things that you want to do is keep your customer in the store for as long as possible, because although they might have come in to buy, let's say, a pair of socks, they might end up leaving here with, you know, a tracksuit or a coat or something like that, just by the fact that they've spent so much time. And I think that's one of the things that this store is really about, getting you to spend time here, getting you to enjoy the experience as much as possible. An important aspect about men's dressing is the fact that you need to have high contrast as much as possible, because that conveys a sense of confidence and authority. And what I like about the color scheme of this shop is that it matches what men's dressing is all about. high contrast, black and white. The reason why white shirts are really prominent in the suit wearing business is the fact that they offer a nice contrast between the fabric, which is the white cotton material, and whichever dark suit you would put on, so that it acts as a layer and a canvas on which you can put on a tie, you can add an accessory, a pocket square, an ascot, or whatever it is that you want to have. And so for me, what I like about this space is the fact that the color scheme is very, very distinctly built to have high contrast. So you've got black and white, gray, silver, and darker colors as well. And then where the layout of the clothes, especially the brightly colored clothes are, it's all to provide that contrast. If you look at the arrangement of the clothes, high contrast, to give you that attention to detail, to give you that focus, to give you that confidence that when you shop, you're making the right decision. So love what's going on down here. I understand there's an upstairs section. Let's go check out what's happening upstairs, because this is a 2-story experience. So let's head on upstairs and see what upstairs has to offer. So as we come up the stairs, we realize that the aesthetics continue all the way through. You've got this beautiful partitioning that has been done here just to add a little bit of distinction between this space and the stairwell. And when you look back again, you realize that that mirror that we talked about right at the beginning continues up to this point, and you've got this nice black staircase to allow us to move quite effectively. Got some artwork there. So once you come to this landing, you realize that there are some functional spaces here as well. I'm sure you have been wondering, where exactly can you change in private if you are in this space? Because downstairs it was quite open, it was mirrors and a nice layout, but up here is where, in case you want to get a little bit more comfortable and try something out in private, you have a fully functional changing space right here with a nice full-length mirror for you to actually do what you need to do, change, wear whatever it is that you're wearing, check yourself out. If the mirrors down there were not sufficient enough, you've got this nice big one here, and as well as a nice restroom as well. So all of this has been built in here. Again, as you can see, nice light, beautiful white tiling and marble. We've also got a small kitchenette in case you want to grab a coffee or have something that you've brought with you. Maybe you've come in with some food and you want to have it here, or a couple of snacks, some tea, some coffee, whatever it is, you can have them right here. Right here is the office for this particular establishment, and this space is nice and open. And when I came here the first time and I asked myself, why is there such a huge open space, and I saw these golf balls, I realized, hang on, this is actually a putting range. So there's provision here for a golf putting range, which I thought was quite ingenious, because if you're the type of man who enjoys a nice outing out on the golf course and you want to take some time to practice your putt or your swing, this is a nice touch that they've added right at the top here. Even as you have some sections here where you've got the kiddies, where you've got baby wear as well. If you've got your young ones, you've also got some of this nice high-end clothing for them here as well. You've got obviously your suits and some of the jackets. But for me, what caught my eye, like I said, is the fact that you could come here and practice your putt. I don't know if I'm very good at this, but let's give it a go. Okay, let's try another one. Obviously, I need more days of practice on the golf range. So this is a nice, beautiful space that has been created here by Fine Urban Interiors. Guys, when you are next in Soin Arcade in Westlands, come over to Boss Man. It's right at the end on the ground floor of Soin Arcade. Beautiful space by Fine Urban Interiors. As always, my name is Mwenesi Musalia, curator of Fine Places and Spaces. Another wonderful job by Fine Urban Interiors. See you next time.